Hello everybody, this is TBG Spotted, otherwise known as 00811, and why am I speaking in an Indian accent? I don't even know. We are here today, joined by my friend the Silencer. Say ha ha.
Hi.
Close enough. Okay, and today we're doing a Dragon Ball Z discussion of, why could Kid Trunks turn to a Super Saiyan at a very young age, and the other timeline Trunks could not until he was probably, as a teenager, 14, when Gohan trained him. So we're going to be discussing how that's possible. I have one theory in mind which I talked about with Sansa, and we're going to discuss that right now. So let's get started. Okay, so my theory with the other timeline Trunks not being able to turn Super Saiyan is because probably, and this is a very simple theory, Vegeta impregnated Bulma when he could not turn into a Super Saiyan. And then probably shortly after he learned the Super Saiyan transformation, which you would see in I think it was either the History of Trunks movie or it's like when you first meet Trunks in Dragon Ball Z. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've seen DBZ. So, yeah, that's basically my theory. And, since Kid Trunks in the present timeline could turn Super Saiyan, is that shortly after Vegeta could turn Super Saiyan, Vegeta and Bulma just got together, did their thing. It sounds so weird. But they did their thing, and then, therefore came Trunks, turning into a Super Saiyan. Reason why I think this is that when, Trunks said that, about Goku having the heart virus, saying you would die a year before you would see the androids. Apparently, in the present timeline, that did not happen. Apparently, the virus came a lot later, and, time misplacement things, everything went chaos and everywhere. So, that's kind of my evidence to back it up. What do you think, Sans, of this theory?
I personally think, well, when Trunks first shows up, he shows, like, at first he's, like, he appears to be very weak.
Yeah.
Like, when he fights, Mecha Frieza, like, one of, his minions checks him and has, like, a power level of, like, 5 or 6 or something like that. Something very weak.
Yeah.
But then he proves that he is a lot stronger, strong enough to kill Mecha Frieza and warn Goku about the impending androids. And now this is Dragon Ball Z. Let's go to History of Trunks. If we look at that, how that worked was the fact that
Yeah, let's get.
Well, in History of Trunks, that's set in an alternate timeline. Pretty much set in an alternate timeline where the result of everybody is pretty much death.
Yes. It's when
pretty much everyone dies. Goku, Krillin, Vegeta,
Tien,
Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, everyone. So, with that, the only characters that are left are Gohan, Bulma, and Trunks.
Yes, that is very true indeed.
And also the causers of this bloodshed were none other than androids 17 and 18.
Because in the other timeline, they did not have human emotions. Where in the other timeline,
they were pure evil.
Yeah, but where in the other timeline they didn't show it that much in the beginning when they killed Dr. Gero, but afterwards, yeah, they started to show human emotions. So Yeah. Continue what you were saying.
And basically how it goes is, the story progresses up until Gohan loses his arm to the androids and to protect Trunks.
Which I never understood how he loses his arm. I never understood how he lost his arm and was still alive.
Well, remember when they were hiding from the androids and they thought they had gotten away, but they decided to just destroy the whole place, hoping to somehow kill them?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought happened. But I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that.
We're getting kind of off topic right now. We were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
But basically, then the movie takes a turn where Gohan faces the androids alone, and in turn dies because he didn't have one arm and he was outnumbered.
Probably 2-1, probably more.
Yeah, 2-1 or possibly more, because the androids were probably worth maybe 2 Gokus each. Maybe 18 was 2, and I think maybe I'd probably say 17 is worth 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, the strengths are very, very similar. They're not in big difference very much.
Okay, well.
Oh yeah.
Getting off topic here again. Basically, what happens is as soon as Gohan is killed, Trunks goes to the same city that was just destroyed by the androids.
Wait, are we talking about History of Trunks or DBZ?
History of Trunks.
Okay, I gotcha.
Needless to say, afterwards, Trunks loses his mentor, his only friend in the world, and he's pretty broken up about it. And the way that Saiyans transform is if they're pushed past their limits of, anger.
Yeah.
Pretty much, a Super Saiyan is a Saiyan that is so unbelievably angry that they turn into another form and another version, another level of power.
Because it's anger. Because anger gives strength. That's how it works in the real world sometimes as well. When people get angry, you tend to you feel like
I've seen quite a few stories of that actually.
But anyway. Here's one more question I have. Even though I still stick to my theory, if, just say that theory was, completely bogus and, Vegeta and Bulma had Trunks when Vegeta turned into a Super Saiyan at the time, and then, yeah. I was just wondering, if that did happen, why would Trunks turn to a Super Saiyan very late into the series? Even he struggled to turn Super Saiyan, and when you see Kid Trunks in the present timeline...
I have one theory on this.
Okay.
Potentially, you know how they had Trunks just about when Vegeta first turned into a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
So it might be possible that as a Super Saiyan having a child, the child possessed incredible strength that would allow him to be able to turn into a Super Saiyan early, but in the alternate timeline, Vegeta was dead, and pretty much... I don't think Trunks received any training from Vegeta. All Trunks wanted to do was try to stop the androids, but he knew he couldn't alone.
Yeah.
Because he was basically just a teenager running around in a world where everyone he knew and loved was dying.
Either that or were they dead?
Yeah, either that or they were already dead.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's, I think I've said everything I need to say. I mean, do you have any other theories on this? Because I'm pretty much done.
One other theory might be the fact that when Trunks first turns into a Super Saiyan in DBZ, that was his future self, but there might have been, like, somewhere around that.
Yeah, there could have been that other Trunks that Cell probably either killed or knocked out, and then he traveled to the past. So I never actually thought of that. You bring up a great point.
Yeah, because here's basically what happened between Cell and Trunks. Cell was the bio-android from Trunks' timeline where he reaches his perfect form, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
Or he finds out how to reach his perfect form and decides to do anything to do it. At the time, the defender of Earth was Trunks.
Yes.
So Cell, the biomechanical android, was able to kill Trunks, go back in time, reach his perfect form. But if he died in that timeline, how did his future self survive?
I don't know. I mean, you see that in DBZ that I think was it either Krillin or Trunks destroys Cell in the present timeline. In Cell's timeline where he came from, he killed Trunks, and then when Trunks gets back from killing Cell in the present, well, Gohan kills Cell, so to speak. When Gohan kills Cell in the present timeline, in his timeline, crap, I lost my point. Where was I? My God, this is just a very bad video now, just because of me. Okay, okay, now I remember. Since Trunks, when after the events of the Cell Saga, went back into his own time when he was talking with his mother Bulma. He decided to kill Cell there, and then that's how that Cell got killed when he was in his imperfect form. So yeah, when it was just his first form.
Yeah, but here's another question. At the end of the Android saga, when future Trunks goes back to his own timeline and destroys androids 17 and 18, like, let's just say, for example, the future Trunks is the one who got killed by Cell in his timeline, and Cell was able to go back in time.
Yeah.
Now, let's say, how is it possible that he was able to take out Cell after the Android saga?
Well, because Cell was not at his perfect form. You know, he could stand up pretty well to second form, so probably could even kill him, as seen by Vegeta in the present timeline. And then when he reached his perfect form, not his super perfect form, but his perfect form, Vegeta stood no chance. Trunks stood, well, he held out a lot longer than Vegeta would, but still, their speeds were the same except different strengths, and yeah, pretty much speed outmatched strength with Trunks vs. Cell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, that's basically my point.
Yeah, I think I made my points too. So, what else do we need to cover?
Probably in other videos we can cover them if we ever decide to change our minds, which I don't think will happen. So I hope you guys.
I don't think that'll happen. We can go on for hours upon hours just discussing different theories about Dragon Ball Z.
And me losing track, like I probably did a few times in this video, because I'm that guy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, remember to like the video so it gets spread around. And that's how likes work on YouTube. And if you have a question or like you have a theory, you just comment about it, and we'll see you guys next time. See ya.